There was no Marie this episode, and I'm pleasantly happy about that. So there was no misery. So let's go ahead and get into the review, y'all. And what's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of, well, not another episode, but we're here for another review of Belle Collective, and this is season 3, and I think this is episode 9. I want to say this is episode 9. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. But before we get into this review, though, let's talk about some things that we got coming up. Now, as you guys know, that today is Saturday, so tomorrow is Sunday, and you do know that I will be doing my Real Housewives of Atlanta review right after Candy speak on it. So make sure you guys get into it. The link should be available for this live review as this video is released. So make sure you guys get into it. And then on Monday, it is the Whether You Like It or Not panel. Well, Simply Sakina will be hosting the panel, of course, and we all will be coming together to talk about Sunday's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then on Wednesday, me, T, and Josiah will be coming together for a roast and review. But we'll be talking about Tuesday's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So make sure you guys tune in. And I will be hosting roast and review this week. All right. Let me get my notes together. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this review for Belle Collective, honey. So we open this thing up with Letitia and her mama and her son, Joshy, okay? So they meet up and she's basically discussing her issues with Glenn and how, Clifford, the big red dog, aka Latrice's husband, came in and stirred up a little bit of mess when she went to So Gucci's birthday party with the stripper and all that other stuff. And she's basically saying he was listening to whatever Cliff had to say about the situation, and now he's sitting up here mad with me. So I had to sit up here and do this and do that. In so many words, she's saying that her and Glenn are good, but at the same time, she's not really certain about where she stands with Glenn. But at the same time, y'all, I'm still looking at this lady. And I'm like, Letitia, who the hell are you damn fooling at this point? Because you ain't fooling nobody but yourself, because you damn sure not fooling me, girl. Y'all was just on Instagram together, getting together, taking pictures with one another, letting everybody know that y'all still together and y'all ain't going no damn well. You already letting the people know that already. So what gives, girl? What gives? I'm trying to understand. So I don't know. Letitia confuses me a lot, and I'm telling you, I don't dislike Letitia, but I do think she's fake as hell at times, and I do find her a tad bit confusing. So I really don't know what to say in regards to her, but she just needs to really make up her mind. Does she really want to be with Glenn or not? But we already knew that when Glenn grandmama got sick and Letitia decided that she was going to be there for Glenn, I knew that Glenn was going to take this opportunity to get back into her good graces, and not only get into her good graces, but get back into her good queen size bed and on her again. I already knew that was going to happen. That was going to push them back together in some kind of way. I know I'm not the only one that felt like that, and I'm damn sure not the only one that thought that, okay, or felt that way. But I don't know. I can't tell nobody what to do with their marriage, as Letitia from Love and Marriage Trying to would say, because I ain't got one. I ain't even got no man, honey. Like, I ain't got no man. Okay, so I can't say nothing about nobody because I didn't have my share. I mean, they was most of them fucked up except for a couple, but that's another story. It's not got nothing to do with me. This is about Letitia. But we're gonna move on to the next thing. So we get into Akeisha and Willie, of course. Willie is an attractive man to me. He's a very handsome man to me, and I don't know what it is about him, but I find him to be very handsome, very attractive, whatnot. And I do love the way that he loves on her, and you can tell that he really does love Akeisha. But he's sitting over there massaging her feet. I'm gonna need me a man to massage my feet at one point in time. 'Cause my feet stay hurt. I'm always on my feet at work all the goddamn time, so I need somebody to massage my feet. Okay, any man out there that's willing to massage my feet, can you do that? I don't know, but anyway, um, it was more of they was talking about how Akeisha went to the doctor and she realized that she was having all these headaches for weeks at a time. But it come to find out it was more so high blood pressure and how She's been dealing with a lot of stress, like coming back and forth from New Jersey to Mississippi, being without Willie, taking care of the kids on her own without Willie because she's down here doing this show and she's worried about this Fair Street proposal and things of that nature. Like she's trying to get it off the ground. So she has a lot of things going on in the back of her head and in the back of her mind, which I understand it. Then they started talking about the original proposal for the Fair Street project was denied, but then we got other people that's looking into the same proposal or another proposal or another project. So she still got some time to really get it together, but she just got to make sure that it's right because the original proposal was turned down and denied. But I'm gonna say this for Akeisha. I can see that she's really, really trying to get this thing off the ground for the sake of the state of Mississippi, and not only the sake of the state of Mississippi, but for the city of Jackson. Because as I said before, the city of Jackson really needs this project to really get off the ground. Like I've said before, I've said it time and time again. Ferris Street is abandoned. Okay, anybody that's in Jackson knows that there ain't nothing on Ferris Street. The only thing that I ever knew about Ferris Street was the Ferris Street Festival that they would have every summer when they would have all the blues singers and the gospel singers and people sitting out there performing and shit. That's the only thing that I ever knew about Ferris Street. Other than that, I never knew that it was this economic giant that it was back in the day. I say somebody to come down here and really put their mind at ease and really do something with that because Jackson needs all that business. It'll create new jobs for people. We need that. Well, they need that because I don't live in Jackson, but they need that in Jackson. They do need that because it's the capital city, it's the state capital, and it looks a mess. And the surrounding cities of Jackson looks way better than what the capital looks like. And that shit is crazy. That's always been a crazy thing to me, but it is what it is, child. There ain't really much I can say on that, but that's just my personal opinion. But shout out to Akeisha for really trying to make it work out and trying to get this thing together for Jackson. So we get into JJ and Star. Star just had her son, and she's bringing the baby over there to meet JJ. JJ is so happy to meet the grandson, like he's very happy. He's a grandfather and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that anybody that has, anybody that got kids that's having kids and stuff like that, and they becoming grandparents, I'm sure that they will always be very excited and happy about said situation. So I'm not really taking it from JJ. He has the right to be happy, okay? Like real shit. He has the right to be happy. He's having a grandson, right? So, JJ was like, well, I would really hope that So Gucci can meet the baby soon. And Star was like, well, I'm not too sure about that, And to be honest, JJ has to really understand that these girls are not really ready to be in the same presence as So Gucci, and they're not ready for their kid. But she's not ready for her child to meet So Gucci, because all she knows is that So Gucci put her hands on her mom. We just got to be real about this situation. And it really don't matter who was right, and it doesn't really matter about who was wrong. At the end of the day, her mama got touched. You feel what I'm saying? And whether her mama whooped her ass or not, her mama got touched. So she's not going to be comfortable having her kid around a woman that put her hands on her mama. We got to be 100 about that, JJ. We got to be real about that. You just gotta own that shit, to be honest, because at the end of the day, you can't sit there and be like, I wish I would let So Gucci meet the baby and stuff like that. Then you say in your green screen, yeah, I know that's So Gucci. God darn it, she got darn it pressed charges against Selena. God darn it, but I hope that the kids, God darn it, will understand. God darn it, why she did. God darn it, why she did what she did. God darn it. They ain't gonna never be understanding of the fact that they stepmama pressed charges against their mom. That is a big stumbling block for this so-called blended family that you and So Gucci want all of us to believe is real. It ain't never gonna be that because she pressed charges against their mama. What makes you think that they're ever going to be okay with the fact that somebody put hands on their mama, and not only did they put hands on their mama, but they pressed charges against her? And on top of that, the problem that I got with So Gucci, I'm sorry, I like her. Don't get me wrong. But the problem that I really got with So Gucci is the fact that she's walking around acting like she's a complete victim in this situation when she knows that she's not a victim. She's never been a victim in this situation. Selena is at fault. So Gucci is at fault. But so Gucci sitting up here playing this game like she's a complete victim in this, and she's not. Making Selena be the big bad wolf, the intruder, as Letitia would call her, and all this stuff. When she played a part in it just like Selena did. They were both being petty motherfuckers at that time. And she played a part in it. So why not own that and say that? Why not own up to the fact that I was being a petty and I didn't give a about speaking to Selena, and that was that. Why not just say that? But you're not gonna say that because you want to look like the victim in JJ's eyes, and JJ is gonna sit up here and take whatever the you say. He gonna take whatever the you say. He gonna believe whatever the you say, and that's just gonna be the end of it. And that's just the truth. That's just gonna be the end of it. He gonna believe whatever the you say, and that's gonna be it. No matter how wrong or how garbage it is, he's going to believe it. And she was like, I you already know what side, I already know what side you on. It's really not about what side. I'm gonna be on my mama's side, you know what I mean? I'm gonna always take up for my mama. And I know you're gonna be over there with your wife, but you know, that's where we at with it. And she was like saying, I'm not necessarily saying you, but we're gonna have to start back over and figure it out. And that's just a fair statement. Like, don't nobody want to be around somebody that put hands on their mama. Like, we got to be real about that. Like, ain't no way in the hell you really believe that these girls are really going to be okay with that. And JJ, you're not doing nothing to solve this situation. You're blindly following your wife when your wife is at fault with this situation as well. Did you not think about the fact that with So Gucci pressing charges against Selena, did you not think about how that would affect your kids and the relationship that your kids got with your wife? That's I mean for real. But hey, I can't tell nobody how to handle stuff. I'm just a gay ass man with no kids or no family. We never had one. Just But anyway, let's move on to Latrice, Josh, and Mandy. They do yoga. This is a funny ass scene. They do yoga. Josh shades Latrice for sitting on top of the world, meaning sitting on top of a cliff when they having sex. That is a sight that I don't want to see. Love you, Latrice, aka Pumpkin. Love you, sis, but I can't do that. No, just the thought of you fucking that man just makes me sick. Latrice confronts Josh about betraying her. Now, Latrice feels some type of way about Josh running her business to Akeisha. Now, Josh doesn't necessarily feel as though he really did something wrong in the sense. Like, he don't think that he was wrong for telling Akeisha how he felt about Latrice in the way that they fell out. But Latrice said, you could have told Mandy or somebody because that's somebody you got in common. I don't feel like you should have told Akeisha because Akeisha don't like me like that. In so many words, you know how this is with me and these girls and this whole little collective. You know how this goes with me and them. So you already know that it was going to be a problem. You already knew they was going to take whatever you said about me and run with it. Which she got a point. You know what I mean? You already know how it is with it. And I also get Josh's point. Like, let's not act like we never confided in other friends about another situation with another friend. You know what I mean? And you go to them for advice and ask them what they should do and stuff like that. But at the same time, though, you go into a person that's very, very close to the same person that's been giving her issues all season and you know about it. And on top of that, this same person been taking shots on the low at your friend. And I feel like, just like Amanda said, you could have went to Amanda and talked about it, but you said, but at the same time, I also got what he said when he was like, me and Amanda don't even talk like that. Like, we don't even speak like that. So why would I be going to her to talk about you? So I definitely understand it and I get it at a certain standpoint. I kind of understand it on both parts. But Latrice does feel some type of way because you did go and spill tea about her husband to Akeisha. And that's just not the way to go. Like, but I'm glad that they were able to get past this and they were able to move on. But hopefully, Josh, at this point, but at this point though, it's like with Latrice, you speaking about betrayal and you're speaking about friendship, but we do know that when it comes down to clip, you would throw these same friends that you want loyalty from, you will push their ass to the side if your husband say so. So it's like you gotta figure this thing out, Latrice. Like you really do. Like you gonna ride with your husband, but at the same time, you do need to respect your friends. But at the same time, Josh needs to respect your boundaries and your space. And so both of y'all got points, in my opinion. I don't know if anybody gonna agree with me on that, but I think you both had points. Next up is So Gucci and Akeisha. They meet up to take a walk. Akeisha asked So Gucci what's going on. So Gucci pretty much states that it's been nothing but drama with the family ever since me and Selena got into the fight. They haven't been really feeling me like that. It's been very standoffish. And then she's like, I pressed charges on Selena, so that's making it even worse. And I don't know what made you think it wouldn't. I don't know what made you think it would. And see, remember, go back to one of my reviews from a couple of weeks ago. Remember, I told y'all that y'all not gonna see Selena no more this season. That's the reason why y'all not gonna see her no more. Catch. I told y'all back in June. I think I was in Houston when I did that review. I think I was at Josiah's house when I did that review, if I'm not mistaken. And I told y'all that scene with Selena fighting So Gucci, y'all not gonna see her no more after that scene. I told y'all that. And look at what happened. It came out in the Urban Bill mag that she pressed charges against Selena, and so Gucci just put it. Now they're talking about the fact she pressed charges against Selena. So catch. That's why y'all not gonna see Selena on this show. So y'all keep on begging to see Selena. Selena's not coming back this season. She been pressed charges against that lady. Now that lady can't step foot on the set. I told y'all. Y'all gonna listen to me. I told y'all. I told y'all. I don't know if y'all remember, but y'all not gonna see Selena no more. I told y'all. So then Akeisha starts talking about her blood pressure and how she was afraid of that and all these headaches she was getting. Shit, that shit made me want to go to the doctor because I know I've been having like headaches all up in here and stuff. But that might be a sinus headache. Who knows? But she was talking about the blood pressure and stuff like that. Then, so Gucci brought up the Glenn and Cliff thing and how, Cliff was being messy and she called, how he called Glenn and told Glenn that Letitia was, playing with the stripper, throwing ones on the stripper and all that other shit. And then, Akeisha said that was some bitch shit, which it was. I can't sit up here and lie. And after they talked about that, Akeisha suggested that they all do a double date. So then, so Gucci was like, well, I'm fine. I'm down with a double date, honey. I'm down with the double date. I'm down with the double date. Now, I've been seeing a couple of y'all say that So Gucci look older. Y'all do realize that So Gucci is 50 years old and she graduated in 1991. I told y'all that that's my uncle classmate. I told y'all that. The lady 50. She look good for her age, but she is 50. She graduated in 1991 from Kent High School. My uncle graduated. My uncle and my auntie graduated. I told y'all. Okay, so we get into it, and now we're at the double date scene. And Latrice comes in and she's like, "Oh, I'm very thankful that Akeisha invited me out, invited us out. We should do more couple things." And then next thing you know, so Gucci walks in and she sees Latrice and Clip sitting at the table. And so Gucci was like, "I cannot believe that Akeisha set this thing up for me and for me and JJ to come here and I see Latrice and Clip." And so she was like, "Why they didn't tell me? Why they didn't tell me?" So, they started talking about Akeisha's event and how it was very, insightful, how they learned a lot from the event. And then they started talking about the drama with the collective. And then Akeisha starts walking in and she sees that they have gotten along. She was very worried about whether or not it was gonna be some tossing of the tables or throwing of the drinks, but they were able to coexist and be cordial to sit here at this table. Akeisha explains why she brought them there. She wants them to get along. She wants them to get past whatever it is that they have going on. So then, Latrice said that she enjoyed the party. Latrice and So Gucci started throwing shade. And, so Gucci was talking about how Selena put a knot on her head. And then Latrice was saying that, so Gucci said that Selena is sucking on, is getting on Cliff and his dick. And I could have sworn I heard Cliff said that would be nice, but that ain't happening. Okay. And then Gucci said that she felt like she was being set up, and he said, "I don't think you." And then Latrice was like, why would I set you up? And then so Gucci was like, I didn't think you expected her to act like that. And then Latrice was like, no, I didn't expect her to act like that. Then Keisha was like, to be honest, I've known Selena since we were little kids, and that's not in her character. And Latrice was like, right, that's not in her character. So if your own homegirl, Akeisha, saying that she don't see that being in Selena's character, then why on earth would you believe that Latrice would set you up to get your ass whooped? Like, I don't even understand it. But okay. But that was pretty much the episode. Like, this is one of those filler episodes. Like, it was good, but it wasn't that much to really harp on like that. But it was a pretty decent episode. I can give it that much. You feel me? But that's about it. So, with that being said, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment your video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys will move on to the video. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Bye.